when it works.
But hi, hello. We're here, and you can actually hear me. Um, Welcome to another episode of The Lost and the Found. Here I am, your humble dungeon master with these awesome, amazing players. I want to go ahead and let y'all introduce yourselves, starting with Punky.
Oh, I almost immediately swore, and I try not to do that in the first like 5-10 minutes. Like it's inevitable. Like I don't have a filter, so it's inevitable some point in there. But anyway, hi everybody. I am Punky. I will be playing the extremely tightly wound, for better or worse, Biblioteca. Um, I have not started streaming on my own channel, so you cannot find me there quite yet, but you can find me here every other Saturday. You can find me on at Burnout Vaughn's channel every other Sunday, where we do superhero shenanigans, and I play a much less tightly wound but much more lying character. And at Amusing Thalia's channel on Monday sometimes. I will debut soon. Keep your eyes peeled because exciting things are coming. Speaking of, you could find my blue sky at punky pun dash ki if I remember my own socials. It's kind of hard to do. Um, that should be it though. Who am I gonna? I'm just gonna throw it to Trinket because you're right next to me on the overlay. So.
Okay, sure. Again, yeah, I'm Trinket. You can find me here on Twitch as just the Trinket Witch with underscores. I don't stream here all that often outside of this particular game, so you can pretty much find me everywhere else through my card, which is just trinketwitchcreations.card.co.
Thank you both for being here. Next up in the lineup, we got Pepper.
Yo, I'm Pepper. I haven't started streaming again yet, but I hope to get back into it soon. You can find me over at Pepper Chester on the Tumblr, the Blue Sky, and the Twitch. And I'm aiming to try to start picking it up on the YouTube as well, so keep an eye on that. As for what to say about myself, I don't know. I like Wonderland, and I become too much of a brain rot that I'm making way more of it out of my lore than I should probably. But I don't care. I'm having fun.
As you should. As you should. You should be having fun.
Hell yeah.
Next up, we got Zyme.
Why, hello, everyone. I'm Zyme, aka ZymeSite. You could find me on Twitch and Instagram at ZymeSite, and basically everywhere else at Zyme or Zyminess. Sometimes it's just easier to go to zyme.card.co. That's where you can find me. Um, let's see. Streams. Trying to stream Thursdays and Fridays and Wednesdays, but school has me in a chokehold, although it's figurative, sometimes it feels literal. So with that in mind, we will hopefully beat and wrap up Onimusha 2 Remastered. We're fighting the Golden Evil statue. It's something. But it's on hell mode and we're almost done. We're in there. Thursdays we play Hades 2 because that's Thirsty Thursdays, and everyone in there is too pretty for their own good. And then Fridays, Fistful of Fridays, where we play fighting games and beat 'em ups. When I'm not streaming, you can catch me here every other Saturday with these lovely beans. And then on the alternate every other Saturdays, you can catch me over on Burnout Vaughn's channel or Baldur's Gate 3 with the Saved by the Spell crew until we come back from our hiatus because our DMs conceived child and we are letting them enjoy time being parents. And that is me.
And next up, we got Net or Hamster Girl.
Hey, that's me. Oh my goodness. Well, hi, I'm Net or Netty New, or if you're looking for me on Tumblr, it's Hamster Gal, where I reblog a bunch of nonsense. I generally only stream here every other Saturday. However, I am going to be very soon rejoining the Geeks of Wrath in the writer's room. over on the non-productive Twitch. So that'll be Tuesdays. Maybe not every Tuesday, but when I show up, it'll be a glorious surprise. You could also find me at well, some of our back stuff at non-productive.com/geeks of wrath, where you can probably find some of my older sketches where I am wearing wigs. I don't have much. This is all I got.
Alrighty, and you've already found me here. Hello, I am Saris, also known as TiXDiXL. I'm all over the internet at TiXDiXL, where more often than not I'm doing a lot. However, this next coming week I am taking a little vacation. So aside from Monday with a question mark, I will not be here. But once I am back, we will be back to our regularly attuned schedules of Mondays at the Amazing Thalia's channel, Fridays at Distortion Devil's channel, and then rotating Saturdays and Sundays over at Burnout Wan's channel. And of course, every other Sunday, or Saturday, I'm sorry, you can find me here doing this stream. And with that, would y'all like to kick us off with a recap? Who would like to give it this week? There is an incentive. I do give dies of inspiration for those who do the recap.
I can.
Okay.
I've got a lot though, so I have to try to figure out a way to make it a little bit briefer than the 47 pages of notes that I wrote. But we finally had our entire party get together by having Cardamon run directly into BB and Arlo at the entrance of the carnival. She tries to go into the carnival to chase down her laundry thief, but is told that she needs to get a ticket first, and there happens to be one just for her. Hooray! But before they even get a chance to chase anybody, they run into a calliope, which is cranked by a monkey in a cape covered with buttons. So we give him buttons. And he plays some music. And then we go on to the Lost and Found, where there is a very polite displacer beast who is brought a sparkly ball by a little kid. And the kid runs away right away because, it's a displacer beast. So BB and Cardamom try and bring the little one back over to the creature, and I have the name somewhere. Where did I put the name? Dear LeGround. There it is. That's right. Because it didn't give its name until later into the conversation. But the little one is brought back over to the Lost and Found booth and tells the party about his cub Star, who disappeared from the carnival one fateful day several years ago, which is a story that resonates with two of the party members. And the party, of course, does agree to keep an eye out for the little critter. And they're told about Mr. Witch and Mr. Light, who own the carnival. And they're told that those two might have some more answers. There's finally some introductions made over a map, and they head up to the feasting orchard to get some information. Let's see. Arlo has looked over at the map and circled some locations where they might want to check out. And at the feasting orchard, there is a cupcake eating contest. And the cupcake eating contest goes hard. Two members of our party decide to join. Cash and BB. They go and they face down plate after plate of cupcakes. And at the end, despite the custard damage, BB ends up winning and asks for a to-go box for the prize, which is a giant cupcake. Also, in the feasting orchard, there is a bard who seems familiar to Arlo. And she introduces herself as Tumblestrum, the bard, and tells she tells them about changes that have happened to the carnival in a couple of years. The rest of the party comes around. Da, 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 da. Cardamom gets a flashback from some of Tumblestrum's music, but she doesn't really like. It's like she recognizes that it's from her past, but she doesn't recognize it. If that makes any sense. It turns out that Tumblestrum was responsible for giving them for having their tickets ready for them, and she says that there's a lot for them to find, a lot of doors to open, and that they're all bound for greatness, and that they have a spark within, despite individual members arguing that they might just want to have a normal type life. And here I am looking pointedly at Bibi. Arlo asks if Tumblestrum knows why she was left behind, but they don't know. Sankey says that he left on his own, but the bard thinks he's faking. And Tumblestrum is not bound to the fair. There's only vague answers regarding the missing cub. Let's see. And then we start heading over to the staff area to find Mr. Witch and Mr. Light. However, Arlo has a better idea, and they start explaining a plan about the lake that's over on the side of the fairgrounds and the big top, and this is going to find a way to get them to sneak in without actually running into security. And Zenki recollects that nobody's ever actually made it to Witch and Light's wagon, but doesn't seem to recall their like no one really manages to get up there. But if anyone ever did, there wasn't really that bad of a punishment for it. But they all decide to head to the lake, and that is where the curtain closed.
That about does it, yeah. Do you happen to have a die of inspiration?
I do not.
Okay. Go ahead and give yourself one. You can actually mark it off on your character sheet. There should be a little box that says inspiration. You can click on it.
All right. Let me pull that up. Yep, there it is.
Yeah.
That's
Got
a
it.
great recap.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
And I had very, very, very dense notes. So I'm trying to skim each paragraph as I go. I have every single match of that cupcake eating contest document.
Amazing. Well, you all, if I remember correctly, found yourselves in the crowd of the carnival. And in this moment, I am going to offer you the chance. We discussed it, I know, a little bit last session at the very, very tail end. But I did want to give an opportunity to allow you all to discuss if you still want to follow through with the original plan that you had. And also potentially discuss, if you would like to, a plan of action.
If anyone needs a recap on the idea that Arlo had, let me know. But it was more of this is an option we could take if we want to do this now. It doesn't have to be the first thing we do, since, we could potentially get us kicked out.
Fair.
So
Yeah. Oh, sorry. Continue.
no, you go first.
I was gonna say a refresher's eye might be good because I vaguely remember the plan, but I don't remember like the intricacies of it.
Roger. So basically, over at Silver Song, I'm pinging it really quick just in case. So basically, Arlo had noticed, given the map that we had, that Silver Song was kind of close to the staff area, as far as the lake can be used as potentially a means to just see what's going on as far as who all might be around near the staff area, and possibly, if it's clear, it could be a simple way to get into the staff area without having trying to go through the big top, because there's no way we could get back there in the big top unless we blended in somehow. So their idea was take the lake tour, the gondola swans, and this water goes all the way around most of the carnival, so could possibly peek around.
Ooh,
Hmm.
I do quite like that. I am still very for that idea. The only do we all want to commit to it? Are we being a bit devilish and splitting the party potentially? Or are we all jumping on the
I
gondolas? I'm good either or.
I think we were sticking together because it's a little too soon to split up fully still.
Okay.
Mhm. Also, to be fair, this is a very gung ho sort of plan. So if something goes wrong, there is a chance strongly that we'd probably get kicked out, since Durla said don't get caught with whatever you try to do to get into that area. So if there were other places we wanted to check, we might want to do it before we go with the gung ho plan, because this plan could get us in trouble.
So
Fair.
we know where we know where the lake is, but
Mhm.
I am also curious as to more of the rest of the space here about what other areas we could probably either sneak around to or see what kind of information we can get,
Mhm.
Yeah, what
just
other
kind of in
spots
general.
there for us to check out, you know? I mean, if going to the big top area, the staff spot's going to get us kicked out, which it may not. I don't know. I mean, I usually blend, but if there's other places that we think we should probably see as a priority to go to first, then maybe we should do that before we start going into places where we might get booted.
Mhm. So now that you guys have the recap on that, if you want to do it in character, we can. But there you go. That was basically the plan.
So, what is it that you want to do then? Are you all. So you're all heading together as a group. Or are you heading first?
Hmm.
Well, I think maybe we should put it up to a vote for the group. Is there anything we want to is there anywhere anyone needed to go before we maybe got up to a little bit of hijinks?
Hmm.
Can't say I gotta be anywhere in specific, but it wouldn't hurt to take a look around to see what else anybody else might know. Might not even have to go and take a peek behind the curtain, to sort of say.
Fair enough. Hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of where I am, honestly. The idea is kind of like what do they call it? Like one of those like Hail Marylins or something, where it's like a kind of a last ditch effort. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell, Merlin. Hmm.
Hey, as long as we find at least my laundry, but also the kid, I think we'll be all right.
I look looking at this. I have a bit of a suggestion. Fair me to say, is it a little odd to say? What if we scoped around a little bit via the dragonfly rides here? And he's just pointing, like if he's holding a map, and he's just pointing to that part of the area, like eyes in the sky is pretty much essentially what I'm getting at here.
Okay.
Get like a bird's eye dragonfly, I guess in this case, view of the park. I could see a great use of that.
Hmm.
Do the dragonflies actually go that high?
Oh, and here's me thinking knee level was going to be
Well,
fine. Yeah,
well, I
no,
was gonna.
that's actually a pretty good idea. I like that.
My question is, how low do they fly? And is that
That
going to
is a
be
good
in
point too.
And is there going to be an issue with airspace, so to speak?
Of course, I'm gonna have to do a history roll check for this one, huh, Saris?
I was gonna say, do we? Would we know?
You can certainly roll a history check if you'd like.
Okay, let me see. What are you doing?
Godspeed.
Pardon me if my memory's a little hazy. Go ahead.
I was gonna say I could roll history with you if you want, or you could do it.
Well, let's both do it. Heck yeah, let's both do it.
Oh shit. 16 for me.
So here's a fun question that I'm gonna pass off to you both before I actually answer your question. Do you think either of the two of you have flown on the dragonflies before? Actually done the ride?
That's a good question.
I like to say Zenki's wanted to, but his tail was too heavy. Probably.
You would note that because of the size of the dragonflies, that would not be an issue.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna go out on a. Oh, I'm sorry. You go ahead.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna go out on a limb and say that Arlo might have ridden one once to help with probably picking up and packing things if the dragonflies get used for that.
Okay.
So like when packing up the carnival, if
Sure.
they help carry things back.
Sure.
You know, I'm going to second that. That's actually really good. I'm going to second that Zenki probably did the same, but he doesn't get on them very often. I'd like to think he probably get airsick maybe a bit.
Well, that
yeah,
and the
he's the
fact
one
that,
suggesting this.
Yeah, that and the fact that you're very busy. When you're working, man.
Yeah.
That's a full day.
Exactly.
So with that in mind, you do remember the two big things you remember. Number one, the dragonflies are huge. They have a 20-foot wingspan to start.
Yeesh.
The second thing that you remember is the fact that it is a leisurely flight around the carnival. But you do get a good vantage point from above.
Ooh. I am enjoying this.
I imagine we would relay that then.
Oh, I guess they actually do go that high, huh?
Yeah. Not really my cup of tea, but it gets what you gotta go. It gets you going where you gotta go.
Yeah, that ain't gonna be my thing either. He just kind of tugs on his collar a little bit, like, not a fan of heights either. ain't so much the height as the falling bit.
I've heard they're prone to like hovering for a little bit. So like their I guess their trajectory or what have you isn't exactly kind of like of the dive variety. They like hover for a bit, and if they need to lower it, it feels kind of seamless. You get used to it after a while.
You both also remember the fact that there are harnesses.
That's right. We can pretty much like direct them to where we want to go until they need to return after a certain point.
More so not in that way, more so in the sense of you are strapped to the thing.
Like roller coaster strapped in.
Yes, like roller coaster.
That kind of harness.
That kind of harness. Yeah. So like falling off is only an issue if the dragonfly, stops flying, or of course in the same way that, I hate to say it, real life roller coasters where you aren't strapped in properly, that's a problem.
I remember Batwing.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a good thing none of us are really small and have to worry about maybe not being strapped into a ride properly.
Maybe we can get like a booster seat or something.
Hmm.
I would take offense to that if I had not had booster seats suggested to me in the past and used them. So maybe that might be a good idea, actually.
I mean, I use one myself. I mean, it's not like it's not that much taller than you.
Well, then I guess that decides it, huh?
All right. Riding on the dragonflies.
Amazing. So, let me flip a couple pages here real quick. And pull up a little visual for you.
Yay!
As the lot of you, and I'm actually going to go ahead and zoom in our map so that folks can actually see where y'all are gonna be. So, yes. So you left the feasting orchard up here, started heading out and about. You make your way following a little pathway, clearly led by one of the many creeks and flowing streams that interconnect around the entirety of the carnival, right? And as you follow this path, you find yourself, of course, surrounded by very oddly shaped tents full of stripes and different colorations, one of which looking like a witch's hat almost, with like pink and yellow striping. And eventually you lead all the way in past the wagon underneath this wooden arch that has a lot of like very squiggly engravings on it. It's quite beautiful, actually, the architecture here, despite the very slapdash nature of a carnival, right? And as the mists and the fog begin to roll back away from you, you see huge lily pads resting on the surface of a pool that glistens with phosphorescent algae. You notice giant dragonflies using the lily pads like landing platforms, hopping to and fro, some descending from what appears to be other rides, while others begin to take off. You hear the loud buzzing overhead, with wings as brilliant as stained glass windows simply beating without rhythm, and alighting briefly to drop off or pick up an excited passenger. Near the entrance, you notice a familiar sight. A small, smiling tree that turns your way with a very warm, very, very casual feel. They offer you what I can only describe to be the simplest of waves. Despite the very, very, um, the very, very, like, wooden and what you'd expect to be rigid nature of this tree, or this young tree, is instead almost this sort of hidden grace. And next to it, in fact, more correctly, clinging to its leafy canopy, you see a familiar red squirrel peering at you. And with another wave, you see this lovely
Hmm.
tree
Oh,
um, wave you over.
I recognize that squirrel.
If you need a brief refresher, these were the two that greeted you at the opening ceremony.
Okay.
They're the reason why some of us are slightly indifferent right now and very bubbly.
Yeah.
I have no idea what you're talking about. That squirrel, that damnable squirrel.
Hello, welcome to the Dragonfly rides.
Hello.
You see this sapling, this living sapling, holding out a ticket punch. Welcome in, welcome in.
I'm just
Join
gonna
us.
kind of wave and say I might have to pass because he keeps looking over at he sees the harnessing, the straps, and everything, but he's also looking at just how high everybody's flying from, and just kind of takes a quick little step back and hanging out probably with more like with BB and Cardamom, and I don't know if they're actually going to start flying with them or not, but assuming a booster seat isn't available.
BB does not produce his ticket and looks around and goes, I will probably be refraining from this one.
The seat was nice. I'm not to bring down the vibe, but I might get a better ear out here on the ground rather than having to try to listen in through dragonfly wing beats.
Well, I understand if you're feeling a little nervous from the flight. It's nerve-wracking the first time anyone goes on the Dragonfly. Cowards.
Well, I feel if I were meant to fly, perhaps I would have been the slightly more advanced version of kobolds that exist in this world, and that didn't really happen for me, and I don't really have wings, so I just, I so wonderful as these dragonflies look at us, crazy as me to be in the air. I just kind of small, and I'm gonna stay down here, Mr. Squirrel.
So you're really
Cardamom
gonna
just-
just waste an hour? That's what you're gonna do? You're just gonna stand there for an hour doing nothing? Coward.
Oh, so anything done not on a dragonfly is wasting time then by your accord?
Oh no, it's
Interesting,
better if you
fascinating.
do something. You're actually doing something. But if you're gonna just stand there and waste an entire hour doing absolutely nothing, cowards.
Well, I mean, I could stand here staring at you for a full hour. Would that be
That's
unnerving? Would that be okay for
weird.
you?
That's weird behavior.
Hmm.
That's weird behavior.
Meanwhile, Cardamom just kind of rolls her eyes and holds out her ticket.
Why, thank you, my dear. And he's gonna
Thank
put
you.
a punch in your ticket.
All right, I'm right back in the pocket. Okay.
Arla will put, if each of them allow her to do it, Arla will put one hand gently on both Cassius's and BB's shoulders and just be like, it honestly kind of makes sense, while talking in the direction of the squirrel. Makes sense that they probably wanted to sit this one out. They did just eat a lot. We wouldn't want that to come back up.
Cowards.
Turtles probably don't want that sort of surprise.
Cowards.
I mean, unless you want rainbow sprinkles all over your fur.
Hey, it's not my problem
but-
if you're gonna be over somewhere else in the carnival.
We
Besides,
gotta
those
come
aren't the
back
only things
eventually.
that you see flying through the air.
PB's like
No more
eye is
disease.
like twitching, like he's looking at the squirrel, and there's still like a smile on his face regarding the dragonflies and everything, thanks to the effects of this
Yep.
mystery nut. But there is a single twitching eye just staring at the squirrel.
Oh,
Listen,
don't.
I'll let you know how it is. I'll let you know
Don't.
how it is. All right. I've never gone any higher up than 6 feet, so this is going to be a new thing for me. It's going to be fun.
Don't mind.
Arlo will hand out a ticket to get punched.
Why, thank you, Miss Ma'am. Don't worry nothing about this here friend of mine. He's just got a lot of opinions. Yeah, you always say that, don't you?
And he takes your ticket and he puts a nice solid punch in it.
Cash is gonna be just more amused at the fact that just this tiny little squirrel just having the most sass of I think anybody we've met here tonight.
Well,
Is it just going to be the two of you little ladies?
I guess so. I don't know. Think you joining us?
You can see he's fidgeting. Like he kind of does want to go because it's been a while. So maybe his constitution's better, but he's scared. And he doesn't want to make a fool of himself by looking like he's airsick. He's got that pride going on. He wants to be
Wow.
like, I'm not a coward, but he's also like, but I don't want to be like sloshed after getting off.
I think it would be a really fun time to see you up there, all colorful like. I think you'd have a great time.
Also, if you're high enough up in the air, I don't think anybody's gonna see any waves of terror on your face.
All right, fine. And he pulls out his ticket and hands it over to Northwind.
Why, thank you kindly. And Northwind will punch your ticket.
Oh boy. He's just gonna stow it away. All right, you two. I'm tagging along as well.
Yay!
big bright smile. Turns to look at BB and Cassius.
Cash is just gonna kind of give a little salute, quick, like got speed.
I guess we'll see y'all in I guess we'll see y'all in 3 hours or so, something like that, or an hour. What was it? An hour?
It's 1
It
hour.
should be in.
It's 1
Yeah,
hour.
we'll see you. We'll
Oh
see
wait,
you
so
in an
we're
hour.
not taking the 3-hour tour?
We don't have a 3-hour tour. We only have 1 hour. On the dot.
Eh, time's relative.
I
guess
think
No,
it's 3
time is
hours.
time is very linear. It goes in a straight line. It only moves forward, and it is exactly at the right pace.
Time
Well,
is
you
an
know, there's
illusion.
theory of other beings out there that time goes in all directions for them, and you know, it's
I
not really just a one-way thing. Just
am a
because you say it is.
squirrel.
Yes, I've noticed. I've noticed it. Yet you still vex me so.
I'd just be more worried about folks getting lost after 3-hour tours.
I don't personally understand what you would want to even see in a 3-hour tour. Is there even that much to see in a 3-hour tour? Wouldn't your butt hurt after a while?
Not only to mention
I've
that,
never
you
done
get
this
the
before.
bathroom breaks and eating food. Stuck in the
Yeah,
air for 3
this one
hours.
understands. I like this one. This one understands.
Thank you.
As the three of you begin to make your way to the dragonflies, this is where I get to ask you all. Do you all choose to take the same dragonfly, or do you choose to take separate dragonflies?
Ooh.
Above game question. Do we know if they're going to take the same path?
You do, yes.
Okay.
If we get different dragonflies, will they have different temperaments? That's my next question.
You don't know. You'd have to test it out and find out.
Oh no.
You get the one ornery dragonfly that just does not want to go.
I'll go ahead and take my own dragonfly. Are you two getting on one together, or are you also going separately?
I mean, I wouldn't mind riding together.
That's fine by me.
This way we could look in both directions at once.
Sounds
Down and over
good.
here, and down and over there.
He's gonna bite his tongue. Okay, you know what? I'll join you.
All right. Next question. There are 8 different dragonflies to choose from, each one of its own color. Which colored dragonfly do you pick?
Is there a pink one?
Yes.
Yes.
You know, I do enjoy a bit of a pink, a bit of fuchsia, and even I'm okay with getting a pink one.
All right.
Democracy wins.
The three of you waddle over to the bright pink dragonfly, and it does. That is its natural color. That is, in fact, what it actually looks like. And it has its wings outstretched, very, quietly for once, as it is not, as it is almost, stalled, resting on its lily pad. And the three of you notice there appears to be like a setup where there's sort of 4 seats, 2 in the front, 2 in the back sort of situation. Each of which all have harnesses, and you watch as the three of you approach. Northwind, the treant sapling, begins to, with big hulking steps, boosh, 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 walk over to actually assist you in getting strapped in.
Yay.
Oh,
As the three of you are not fully strapped in, but in the process of getting seated, all of a sudden, everything around you seems to just halt as your attention is drawn to
what the hell? Is that a siren?
That is a siren. Something is going terribly wrong. I have to ask, do you all take a gander? Do you all take a look? Do you decide, now fuck it, we ball, we keep moving forward? Or
Should we
Arlo?
not be taking the ride if the alarm is going off?
Arlo
I
would have
mean-
stopped to look for the source of the direction of the siren.
go ahead and roll me
Yeah.
a perception check.
I'm gonna do that too. See.
A 13.
13.
Yeah, honestly, same. Hold
You
on.
said it was a. Wait, what
Perception?
roll was it? Perception. Okay. Crap.
2 8s, a 13. Anybody else rolling?
Yeah, let me toss my hat in that ring.
Yeah, me too. Everyone's taking a look. What the heck's going on? Oh,
At least
Yeah.
somebody's going to notice. All right.
I feel like this makes sense for the 2 anxious beans to be like, oh,
we don't want to fly. What's that?
as the alarms are going off, because what you actually see is a bright green dragonfly taking off in the air, and you watch as a dwarven man with this, what immediately those of you who 10 and above notice, a bright blue beard, right, gripping on to the harness as if he was never fully buckled in. And Dragonfly is starting its ascent. What did the 5 of you do? Or do you do anything?
Oh God, I'm trying to think of what I have that could be of any kind of help.
We look too.
Question.
Potential answer.
On my perception, does it look like the dwarf is like dangerously close to falling out? Is the dragonfly kind of like taking off precariously, or does it just look like the dwarf is not buckled in?
Oh,
super
it looks like the
properly?
dwarf is not buckled in, and he could potentially fall off the dragonfly. And the dragonfly looks like it is fully ascending, preparing to do its proper ride. Like, think of it, using the metaphor before, a roller coaster where someone they've hit the start button and someone is not strapped in.
BB's gonna look at the squirrel and be like, "Do you actually work here, or are you just a freaking squirrel that talks?"
I feel like the answer to that is yes. Both.
You have to maybe do your job and stop that person from falling off
What
the
am I supposed to do about it? I'm only a squirrel.
You're a squirrel, you're fast! Get someone who can do something!
He's going to that.
BB is gonna lean in and I will be making an intimidation roll for this at the end. BB's gonna lean in and like kind of lift his upper lip a little bit and lick one of his like sharper snaggletooth, and he's going to say, "You know, I may not have inherited the flight capabilities of my draconic bloodline, but I certainly did inherit the hunger, and I could use a snack after those tasty sweet cupcakes. Maybe something a bit more savory this time."
Go ahead and roll me an intimidation check.
Goddamn squirrel is on the menu.
Oh, baby!
Let's go.
Whoa!
You watch as the squirrel sort of like squints at you and then scurries off. But with your attention promptly diverted, you aren't entirely sure where the squirrel went.
So as the squirrel's running away, BB is like, "Oh shit, I might have laid it on a bit too hard. Do your job! Make sure you do your job, damn it!"
Important above game question. Were we strapped in yet?
Not fully, and you're still on the ground. You're still on the ground.
And about how far up are the is that dragonfly from us?
About 10 feet.
Okay, so I can risk the biscuit, guys, but it either might help or it might help, it might fail, or it might make things worse. What do you want?
I mean, well, he's about 10 feet. I mean, if we needed to maybe launch somebody onto the dragonfly, just to kind of at least help them get on there, or at least help steer the dragonfly back to, I guess, back to base.
Sarah, I'm gonna message something to
Okay.
you. Really
All right.
Oh my god. I can't believe that.
Okay. I wait with great anticipation. Thanks, Automod.
All right, I just sent it.
Thanks, Automod. Clary.
Oh my god!
Oh my god. That's
I'm
amazing.
so curious.
The squirrel is getting me in real life too.
Okay.
That's beautiful.
You're
so
welcome.
that's what I'm thinking.
You're welcome to try.
All right, so I am gonna let you guys know now. If I do this, it might make things better, make things worse, or fail miserably.
Okay.
I'm willing to listen to give something to try.
So that's what I want to do. I want to try to charm the dragonfly that's up in the air.
Oh,
So
Oh.
basically, they have to make a wisdom saving throw against my spell save DC. And if they fail it, they're either charmed or frightened. But the problem is, this affects everyone within a 10-foot cube. So I
Oh,
need to be away from them. So I
Um,
can do it,
Oh.
but I'd rather get on
So,
the
like,
dragonfly and
so-
follow them.
so originating. Yeah, I think it. I mean, if you just let this rip, which is what's happening, yes, you're gonna hit the two in the air. You're also gonna hit Zenki, and you're gonna hit Cardamom, and you're gonna hit Northwind.
And that's what I'm worried about, which is why I'm like, so if we're strapped,
Unfortunately, if you're gonna do it, there's not. You're gonna have to risk it for the biscuit. You're probably gonna have to be okay with that.
let's see, once you use this feature, you can't use it again until you finish a short or long rest, and until the end of your next turn. So it would last for like a minute.
Yep.
Okay.
All right, guys, I'm sorry. Love you.
Wait, what are you gonna do?
isn't she affectionate?
So basically, oh, sorry, you go ahead.
What does it look? No, I was gonna ask. What does it look like? What does it physically look like when you use your Fey presence?
So using Fey presence, Arlo, you're gonna probably see like their cuff on their ear glow a little bit, and this coin that they've been absentmindedly just messing with on occasion, you're gonna see them kind of like roll it over their fingers, like between their knuckles, and they'll probably just say something like, "Oh, come on, guys, we were all having fun." And it's a completely like playful voice, slightly different than how they usually sound. Um, and at that they'll stop messing with the coin. So the coin's rolling on their fingers, and when they say it, they stop and they hold the coin.
Oh.
Well, I can tell you the dragonfly fails
Yay!
because I know what your DC is. I believe Northwind actually, in this moment succeeds.
Thank goodness.
You watch as there's sort of like a like like a
Oh,
little bit of a little bit of a flicker of intrigue on the treant's face as it like peers down and peers over at you. I do need wisdom saving throws from both Cardamom and Zenki.
On it.
love you,
Okay.
sorry.
It's all good. Let's see.
How do I do that?
So
What do I
on your
roll? Just wisdom?
wisdom save. So it should be in that little box at the top above your skills.
Above my skills. Okay. Got it. Okay. Thank you.
Yep.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. Fat
Well,
fingers.
Oh, rip.
Oh no.
What
To
is
be
it?
fair,
sorry.
oh sorry, go ahead.
No, you go first.
I was gonna say, to be fair, they were charming, so at least you won't be running away.
True.
Yeah.
So, what does it feel like for Cardamom in this moment as the Fey presence takes hold?
Hey,
I
she's like,
oh.
hold on a second. Now this kid here, she's got a plan. She's gonna go save that feller who's doing whatever it is he's doing over there. I don't know, falling off a dragonfly or whatever. That's really brave and really cool. Yeah, I'm gonna help out any way that I can.
And
So-
I imagine she'd probably feel like lighthearted or like warm. Just, this
Yeah.
this is nice. They don't mean to do anything harmful.
Yeah, it's like this is fun. This is a great feeling. This is a great day. I'm definitely gonna help my friend Arlo, who just said they loved me. I'm definitely going to help my friend out.
You currently yeah, you currently are charmed for the next minute by your friend Arlo. But Arlo, you have successfully charmed the dragonfly. You have its attention. It is paused in the air.
She'd probably just gently coax on down, just,
Oh, well, come on now, bud. Come back down. We're not quite ready to go yet. Nice and easy. Careful with our friend on board.
In that moment, you watch as the dragonfly slowly lowers itself down, and the dwarven man, like, puts his whole both feet, firmly planted on the ground before the dragonfly even fully lands, and you just hear a, I don't know what happened. That's really weird. I don't know what you did, but thank you.
the dwarf passed. That's amazing.
Yep. Yep.
Honestly,
You know what? Honestly, perhaps I just had a way with the animal. I don't really know. But I am glad that you are safe.
I am as well. You know what? I think I'm gonna need a second. And he just kind of like takes a moment. You clearly see that he's like putting himself together. And as the three of you watch this, specifically Cardamom, Arlo, and Cash, Zenki and BB, something catches the corner of your eye for just a moment as you see a figure dart from the line and head off back into the carnival and into the crowd.
Oh,
oh,
What would
Well
you
then.
want me to roll to keep track of where they went?
You, Cash.
And to get any kind of, or at least to get kind of some kind of detail that I can look
Cash
for
did
later.
not see it on an 8. But Zenki and
rip.
BB did.
Do I catch any like details about what they look like, or is it just the fleeting presence of someone like darting away?
The fleeting presence of someone darting away and into the crowd.
Shoot.
Oh man, Clary so badly wants to chase, but I don't think it's something Vivi would do.
He's already got his ticket pledged. He wants to go chasing too, but he's already got his chicken.
You do.
Hey, Cash, did you see that?
It's gonna wait. What? Where'd it go?
Somebody just ran away from the line. You don't think they had something to do with the dragonfly, do you?
Well, I don't know what they look like. You know
I
where they
don't-
went?
I don't know what they look like. They just kind of ran away. Did I get a direction, Saris?
Back in, so let me, if you I'm going to move the artwork really quickly for our folks on stream, but if you look at the physical path on the map, they left the line into the dragonfly rides and back into the carnival proper.
Okay. They just kind of went back into the car. I mean, we might be able to find them if we go back, but I mean, I guess I don't know why I would be chasing them. I don't really.
Well, we're just gonna have to keep an eye out on that then. You know, look for anybody that's a little shiftier than usual.
Oh, this place is so wonderful. It's so fantastic. This smile, like that was I think like somewhat like mostly genuine when you guys first came into the carnival. Like Cash, you definitely noticed by now that it is like so forced.
No, I get that. The customer service phase.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, as the scene begins to settle back down, the alarms fully off, and the dwarven man, like I said, now recapturing his breath and putting himself back together. You are once again faced with the dragonfly. My three. Do you proceed to climb back in to get resettled? You haven't fully gone on the ride yet. You've simply been delayed in your takeoff.
Arlo would specifically try to let Northwind know.
Hey, I'm sorry about that. It's the only thing I could think of to help get that guy back down. But
Points to, I think you said it was a bright blue dragonfly that the dwarf had been on, or was it green?
Green.
Points to the bright green dragonfly.
that one might have taken just a temporary liking to me, for just a short period of time. So you might want to give it a minute. Sorry about that.
Sure.
I can't turn it off.
And just kind of like
That's-
holds up hands and shrugs.
For some reason, I would be inclined to say disconcerting, but you seem like pleasant folk, so I'm just gonna take your word for it. Now, would you like
Oh,
help with your harnesses?
absolutely. In fact, you make sure my friend is extra secure, okay?
Absolutely, that I can do. And as I this is where I get to ask the fun question: who's in the front? Who's in the back?
I want to sit in front.
I was gonna say, if Cardamom's shorter than us, should get the view. They should be in front.
Yeah, I'll be in
Yeah.
the back.
There's 2 seats in the front and 2 seats in the back.
Do Arlo's gonna take the back seat, like
Okay.
near the tail end.
Okay.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
All right.
Backseat
Breaking
buddies.
breaking Cardamom's heart just a little bit.
Oh, wait, we're both in the back seat? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, Zenki.
Yeah, I'm in the
and-
back seat with you.
Oh, I thought Cardamom was gonna sit in front and then someone was gonna sit like behind Cardamom and then another person behind them.
No, they're seated
My
2
bad.
2 by 2. They're 2 by 2.
Gotcha.
Okay, so
All
it's
right.
not.
Two in the back.
So it's not like a lock shoot ride.
No.
Okay, then Arlo won't leave Cardamom by themselves. They'll sit behind them. Or next to them.
Sure. And the 3 of you get strapped in. It is a very secure leather harness. This is not easily torn. This is not something that's going to just slide off of you. As you're hooked into place, you feel very secure, actually. And this is where I get to ask for an animal handling check from my 3 dragonfly riders.
Oh, boy.
Okay.
I mean, it's a good thing that we know that, like, nothing probably that bad would happen if it doesn't go well, right?
I should have boarded the green one while it still liked me. Yeah, that's about expected.
I am not rolling great today.
Ooh.
What in the world?
That is a 5.
A 5, a 6, and a 21. 21 for Zenki. Zenki, you're a natural. And
I
if
got
you-
this. This is easy.
If you don't mind, I'm going to put the 3 as you take off into the air. The loud droning sound of the wings beating repeatedly fills your ears as you begin to take up into the sky. I'm actually going to pause the 3 of you here for just a moment to turn to our other 2.
Sure.
Awesome.
So you have an hour. What are the 2 of you doing?
Well, the
How's-
first thing BB's gonna do is apologize to Northwind and go, but it seems I may have gotten a little bit carried away scaring your friend. But it doesn't it doesn't usually happen. I'm a little bit sorry about that.
Oh, I'm sure it's nothing big. He'll come back when he's ready. He does like to scamper off every now and again.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That would I thought it would take more for me to feel absolved of that sin, but honestly, that did it. Thank you.
Take your wins where you can.
That's what
Yeah,
I'm saying.
and we all do need a win now and again, especially with things how they have been.
No,
Oh,
I don't mean to just talk about things, but you know,
I
there's
mean,
been a sense of unease, I think. But that's normal, right?
I guess. I mean, you got your squirrel friend isn't here to talk for you. Maybe you got a little extra room to talk for yourself.
I can always talk for myself. I do appreciate your concern, though.
I guess though, what is it that's going on?
I mean, I can't really say. But, you know, the life of the carnival is what makes Mr. Light so happy, and I feel like sometimes the carnival reflects how happy he is. It's just, I don't know, maybe it's him, maybe it's me. But he doesn't seem as happy as he normally does.
well, you know, I think you should maybe trust your gut instincts, especially if this is someone that you care about, or at least a friend, or it seems at
Well,
least to be a friend. You know.
I don't know if I'd say friend in that sense, but this big here carnival is one big happy family, and we all take care of each other.
Well, then
Uh,
I think it's perfectly natural for you to. I think you should have a little bit more confidence in your read on someone's feelings, and if you think that the carnival reflects how Mr. Light is feeling, and things have felt
uh,
a little bit uneasy as of late, then maybe there might be some credence to that.
And I
I
think,
mean,
so sorry, you go first.
sorry, no, I was just saying. Well, from what it sounds like, if he's not doing well, then it sounds like yeah, he takes care of everybody here, but there's maybe less going back the other way.
Well, if the carnival's happy, he's happy. At least that's what I've seen.
He said this has just been a recent thing that he's
Dead.
kind of.
Kind of shrugs.
Hmm.
There's nothing that Mr. Light likes more than a sea of smiling faces. And well, I don't know about you. Looks over at the other incident that happened. I don't see a smiling face right now.
Well, I mean, it could be a lot worse, but I think at this point, I mean, trying to think of what to say here. I had
You're
something.
welcome to take your time. I'm in no rush. I'm here all day.
I mean, are you wanting to? You think we ought to talk to him, or do you want us to?
I think that if this carnival can be a little bit happier, then maybe he'll be a little bit happier. But I don't think it's necessarily too much to be concerned about.
I'm gonna pocket this little bit of information here and just kind of walk back over to the. You said, what was the name of the dwarf, or did we get a name?
You did not get a name.
I was gonna kind of stride over and. Oh, wait, was this one of the same guys that was in the cupcake eating contest, or am I
No, this is a
thinking of somebody
different
else?
person.
Okay. So just kind of stride up to him and just kind of. So, how you feeling? I guess what happened?
I wish I could tell you. That I really don't know. We were just getting strapped in, and before I even had a chance to put the straps over my shoulders, it just started going up. Doesn't usually do that.
Well, you're back here in one piece, on dry ground. I think this probably is pretty. I think about as good an outcome as you can get for
Oh,
what happened.
absolutely. If that thing would have taken off even further, who knows how far I could have fallen.
Yeah, and I'd say I'd try to catch it, but I'm not sure I'd be able to guarantee being able to catch you.
I don't expect it out of anyone. No one could be prepared for that. But I
That seems-
appreciate your concern.
So, we can go. I guess what brought you? Wait, would I be able to do history check to see if this is just somebody that's
This
been
just,
around
you
town,
don't even,
or
you don't
I'm
know.
trying to figure out like some way
You've
to kind of
never
boost
seen
this guy's
this
mood.
seems to just be a carnival, like a person enjoying the carnival. You've never seen this man before.
I'll try to see if there could be like a little bit of camaraderie, kind of boost his mood. See if that does anything.
You truly, even without an insight check, you truly get the sense that this was just a startling experience he was not prepared for, and he's just getting himself back together.
Okay. I'm trying to think here.
But again, I look to the two of you. You have an hour. What would you like to do?
Oh, baby, well, they're out on their little jaunt. I guess had there been anywhere that you then want to take a look at from what we've passed so far?
Oh, has there ever been Cassius, I do believe that we've had a fair bit of excitement at this carnival here. I don't know about you. I thought I was gonna go home and maybe drink a little bit of tea and then lay down and go to sleep and go to my job tomorrow. Instead of all of this excitement. So I think maybe a spot of something maybe chill and relaxing could do. And BB is pulling out his map and beginning to gesture at the snail racing.
The snail racing, I love that.
I mean, surely
Wait.
nothing crazy can happen there, right?
True. Though, of course, there is also this, I know when we were walking out of the orchard that I did see this carousel. That's even more, for lack of a better word, on rails.
While that is true, carousels usually have, like... Now, it's not that I don't like children, it's just that sometimes carousels can attract the more rowdy children, and I don't know that I have, I don't know that I have the stuff in me to deal with that right now, you know?
I see what you... No, I see it. That's fine. Yeah,
But snails! What kid gets excited about snails, you know?
You'd be surprised the things that kids can get interested in.
Please, I need this.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm up for checking out the snail racing. Which I guess
Alrighty.
do we have to take into account the travel time for this?
No,
Or
not in this case. I mean, it is just a quick hop and a step over to the other side of the carnival. The two of you pass by, a multitude of different stalls at this point. Um, of course, passing by the lost property once again and the Calliope. But as you pass by the big top, just a thing to note is that you begin to hear the like a caller of sorts dressed in incredibly flamboyant patterns and colors, menagerie of like different things, stripes, circles, again your reds, oranges, purples, greens, blue, the whole menagerie on their person, calling out, "Big top extravaganza tonight at midnight. Prepare to be delighted."
yeah, she's gonna kind of wave an acknowledgement before continuing on.
And as
Maybe
you
like
do,
looks down at a non-existent watch and looks up and goes, "I don't have a what? Do we know what time it is?"
What we got in here about? Oh God, when did we come in?
it has been a little over an hour and a half.
Okay.
Okay. Oh God, I don't know. Midnight is late. I don't know if I'm gonna still be here at midnight. I guess I have to still be here. I don't. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do or where I'm gonna be. I just. I'm supposed to be here, I guess, because there's like a grand conspiracy or something that we're all a part of, or like it's our destiny or our fate or whatever. I. I need these snails. I need these snails, Cash. I'll think about the big top later.
I was just gonna kind of quietly. He's gonna keep walking with him and try not laughing as hard, but
BB is like completely absorbed in his own like bordering like anger, not anger, thinking about the whole Tufflestrum thing. So like even if Cash was just openly giggling, I'm not sure he would notice.
And as the two of you pass, interestingly, the Hall of Illusions, this set of, you see the set of tents all bound together with a big wooden sign out front, noting it for later. And eventually, you come across a big enclosed space, quite literally bordered and blocked off by the surrounding river. A giant grandstand next to a race course filled with cheering fairgoers, ringing bells, these people swinging their rattles, waving flags. You see on the starting line 8 giant snails having their shells actively being scrubbed by pixies. Above the circular course, you see a wooden gantry hanging from the branches of a central tree, where there are 2 little goblins officiating the proceedings. One thing to note immediately upon coming out here is it smells incredibly swampy.
Well, I guess I didn't know the snails would be that big. If I did, then maybe I'm. Nope, we're here now. We're here now.
let's see. Do we just want to go find a seat, or you want to? I guess when guess can I look around and just see like when the next race is scheduled? Or
They are looking to board now. You see one of the goblins call out, "Step right up! 1 ticket punch! Step right up for snail racing! Do you want to see how fast your snail can go?"
Well, I mean, I guess I'm wagering one of my ticket punches. Sure, yeah, I'll do that. And BB walks over and gives his ticket over for a punch.
just gonna
Amazing.
shrug and do the same thing here.
Amazing, my good friend. Glad to see that you are willing and eager to man one of our lovely snails. Takes the ticket and punches it. I have these lovely snails here. We have Shelly Moo, Nimblefoot, the High Road, Quick Leaf, Flower Flash, Wizzy, Breakneck, and the Queen's Majesty. Which one would you like to ride on this fine occasion?
Sorry, did you say ride?
Well, yes.
That wasn't like a bet? I wasn't placing like a bet?
No.
And you already punched my ticket. Okay.
I love that Resigned just, well, I guess this is happening.
Well, I guess Wizzy. He looks over at Cash. Wizzy sounds like a fast name, right?
Yes.
I think so. I guess this what's it called? High Road, was it?
Yes, the High Road.
Yeah, I'm probably gonna go with that one.
Amazing. Fantastic. So, you see the goblin also punch your ticket, Cash. And you see, amazingly, they have saddles, that you can eat and like ladders that like climb up the side of the shell, waiting for you to take the seat. The High Road, you note, is this very regal, elegant purple snail. It's got a I say purple. It's not, the snail itself is not purple. It's got like a the best way I could describe it is like a curtain that's been roped around it. And the curtain itself is purple, but the snail itself is decked out in what looks to be very decorative paint on the shell. Very reminiscent to like, I hate to use a real world example, but you know how like on NASCARs, they have like the logos of everybody who's sponsoring them?
Oh yeah.
You see
That rocks.
You see like spray paint in purple on the High Road, right? These little like icons and images all over the shell, and it seems to have like a harness on its head where its little feelers are, and from there you see the full reins waiting for you. Similarly with Wizzy is cloaked in orange, bright, vibrant orange, brighter than even your own scales.
Now I'm kind of curious which of these ones is sporting the Fantasy Costco logo on the side.
Let me roll for it. Let me roll a 1d8. Make it interesting.
Please make it mine. Please make it mine. Please make it mine.
It looks like Shelly Moo, who is in bright pink.
Valid.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
All right. And as you get saddled on, we are going to not roll initiative, but instead, I would like you both as the like literally, you're not sure where it's coming from, like a horn blares out, and I'd like you both to roll me animal handling checks.
Oh boy. Let's see.
Good thing I only have a +1. Wow!
Ooh.
Mind calling it out for me real quick?
14.
I got a 14 here also.
Amazing. It feels a little a little weird at first, but you both and snap the reins, and with full success, your snail moves quite genuinely an additional 10 feet on this track, going at quite literally a snail's pace. However,
Yes, how many laps do we got to go through?
laps is not the case. It is a single lap around, but the distance is not exactly small. And the next thing that you notice is that almost all of the snails start keeping up similar pace. There's nothing particularly weird or, it's just the beginning of the race. Everybody's started. Everybody's going. Go ahead and roll me another animal handling check.
Ooh, less good. That's an 8.
On an 8, BB, you feel quite literally a bit of a jolt, actually, like you've hit some sort of roadblock, and you find yourself moving a bit slower than everybody else on the field. Cash, you keep that steady pace, and you feel very confident that even though you don't really feel like you know what you're doing, that you are able to keep moving forward. You see that your other competitors at this point start having their own varying levels of speed. 4 of them, you notice, actually seem to be like uplifted with a burst of energy as Shelly Moo and Quick Leaf and the Queen's Majesty all begin to rush forward. But contrasting to that, you see Nimblefoot and you see Flower Flash beginning, actually much like you, BB, to draw back, slowing down. You even hear one of the jockeys go, "Hey, what you doing? Come on, keep focused. Let's go. Come on, come on." And with that, go ahead and give me another roll.
BB like leans down like in front a little bit to the snail. It's just like, you know what, buddy? You could go as slow as you want.
What's really interesting is you're not actually truly going very slow. They average at about 80 feet per round.
Oh my god! Wait a minute. That's pretty quick.
Yep, that is pretty quick. Cash, you're keeping up that pretty steady pace. BB, you're like, I don't want to go this fast. Like, I'm just imagining BB's like, I don't want to go this fast. What are you talking? No, slow down. I don't care if we don't win.
Truly, 1,000,000%. Like, BB came to the snails and was like, the snails will go slow. I will go slow. I will not go fast. This will be chill. So, like, the further we go, the more BB's like, no, slow down.
We're going on a cruise. We're going to cruise, come hell or high water.
But Cash, yeah, your high road is chugging along. It's keeping its normal pace. You actually watch BB as you're kind of taking it slow. You're like, no, I'm here to smell the flowers. Are you kidding? You watch as the pink, the snail and pink Shelly Moo actually fully pauses, like fully stops in the middle of the track as a spectator throws an entire head of lettuce and it begins to just eat on the track.
Now I have to wonder, is that considered cheating?
You don't seem to see it as cheating. But the snail seems to stop and eat, and you see the jockey very frustratedly going, "Oh, come on, are you serious? Are you serious? Are you kidding me right now? We need to go. Come on, we need to go. Shelly Moo, we need to go. We need to go." Like, very, trying to herd a cat, but it's not a cat.
Yeah, it's like, nope, come on, let's go. Put the lettuce down. Let's go.
Nimblefoot, on the other hand, seems to pick up the speed this time around, falling behind still, but picking up the pace to a pretty steady, normal pace. You see that Quickleaf, on the other hand, though, a burst of energy begins to bolt down the track faster than anybody else, gaining a lot of speed. Same with Flower Flash, though not nearly as intense. And then, of course, Breakneck, despite its name, begins to lag as well, slowing down its pace and mildly distracted by the head of lettuce. But again, with Shelly Moo actively consuming it, it seems to like think about it for a minute before like turning and continuing on the way. And the Queen's Majesty fully stops and like starts to detour off the track. And you see the jockey like tugging at the reins, like, no, stay focused. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. We gotta win this. We gotta win this. Do you want a treat? I'll give you a treat when we're done. Come on. Alrighty. Give me one more animal handling check.
I just want to say I love that these snails have like zero interest in finishing
They
the race.
don't. They are snails. They are snails. They do not care. They do not care.
That is a 19 for me this time, shockingly.
Apparently mine is a sprinter.
Yours is running the marathon, dude. Like yours is just. But in this particular round on an 11 cash, you notice your snail actually begins to slow down a little bit.
Oh yeah, no, mine's probably most definitely a sprinter. Just gotta go real fast in the beginning and immediately loses gas.
Yeah, 100%. Still keeping pace, but it does fall behind just a little bit. And then BB, for you on a 19, yours has decided, hey, we gotta go, we gotta catch up. Like, oh, look at all, like they're all over there, and all of a sudden, boosts like a burst, going a total of 100 feet this particular round.
Oh my
going
god!
Very fast, very eager to move forward. Your competitors, though, are not having a lot of luck this round, as none of them actually beat the DC. Starting with Shelly Moo. Shelly Moo has finished eating the head of lettuce, but is taking her sweet time catching up. You then see with Nimblefoot, believe it or not, Nimblefoot, straight up, gets bonked in the head by like a low-hanging like gate or railing that was kind of left open, and it spends its turn trying to get past it, but it is not the wisest creature in the world. So you watch as it tries to almost start climbing it. But of course that you all hear the shrieking of the fence, like the gate, like hinges, as it cannot hold the weight of the snail. The snail is too preoccupied with this new obstacle in its way. Quick Leaf, nothing seems to happen, but it seems to slow down its pace, just kind of chugging along very haphazardly. Flower Flash, on the other hand, is bolstered by the cheering of the crowd and has a quick burst for just a moment before slowing down to a standard pace. And last but certainly not least, as the Queen's Majesty is still trying to go off track, you see that Breakneck, the one in red, straight up, the saddle comes loose, and the snail's jockey falls off.
Oh no.
Straight up falls off.
Oh my god.
The snail continues to race on its own. Just leaves it in the dust. Leaves its jockey in the dust. Let's finish us off with one final animal handling check.
Again, why? Why an 11?
I
know
got a
what?
6.
You know what's funny? It's funny. BB, you did not like that. You did not like that. How would you describe going from a 19 going 20 feet above the standard to now going 20 feet below the standard?
I have a question for
Sure.
you, my dear GM.
Sure.
Was this the last turn of the race? Is the race perhaps over after this?
Yes.
BB goes flying head first over the like snail. I think like the snail didn't jam on the brakes, but going from like 20 over to 20 under is like a difference in like 40, and that's enough for BB who is entirely unprepared to go fast in the first place to just fly straight over the snail.
Sure thing. Go ahead for fun and flavor. Go ahead and roll me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, I wanted that to be bad.
What I will allow you to interpret what happens. You go flying. What happens on a 16?
On a 16, I think BB like lands and like tumbles and like does a couple rolls and conveniently like pops up onto his feet at like the sidelines, like not on the track, and it's just like, huh.
Yeah. Yeah. Meanwhile,
This is why I wanted to be at the start of the races anyway. So you know what? It works out for me. Go Cash!
what does it look like as the high road actually takes first place?
Oh boy.
Like you
I was
didn't
having
think
to
you were
spin it, just
going
like-
to, and I'll describe the actual train wreck that you have left in the dust cache. But being the only snail to stay on track, no surprises, no weird happenings. The dice has decreed it, and you've kept a quite literal steady pace. What does this look like?
Well, because he's got a duster on, he's probably looking like what you would kind of imagine most stagecoach drivers. And as they pass the finish line, it's like the snail kind of slows down a little bit, and it's on its way to fully stopping. He just kind of like stands up on the, I don't know what you would call it, the buggy or whatever that's hooked up to the sail. Just kind of wave real quick before sitting back down, wait for it to stop.
As you turn behind you, I need you to know that on the dice, I think it's funny to share this. I rolled a 1, a 3, a 5, and a 4.
Oh my god.
Wow.
One of these
literally
snails
just
is
I rolled a
on fire, like their engine erupted.
Sheesh.
So
Literally just I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1.
the way that I like to imagine this, remember how I mentioned that breakneck? I believe it was breakneck. So first you've got the Queen's Majesty, who has decided to go off track, but now you have breakneck, who has decided to go without any sort of like help or assistance, right? No jockey. The way that I like to imagine this is that you've got like Flower Flash and Quickleaf and Nimblefoot trying their best to like go forward. No more distractions, no more obstacles, trying to move forward. And you see Breakneck kind of trying to zoom past the three of them, nearly colliding. And as they're snails, right? Even though they are fast, they're still snails, right? They're kind of toppling and climbing all over, Breakneck is climbing all over them. And as that happens, the Queen's Majesty darts straight in front of them, like going in the wrong direction, like crossing the racetrack. And as that happens, the four of them all collide into a heap of jockeys and shells and slime and muck all over the track.
Oh, man.
And all you hear is the hooping and hollering of the goblins. That was a fantastic show! Wow! Of our 8, only 2 of you crossed the finish line. I've never seen anything like it. Come here, come here, come here, come here. Prizes, prizes. There are prizes. Of course there are prizes. You didn't cheat, did you? No, of course you didn't. Come here, prizes.
Yeah.
Yeah, BB like on the sidelines is like looking around, like points and is like, oh, okay.
Yep. As both of you are handed a little item. Cash, you are handed a what I can only describe to be like a corked bottle, but the bottle itself is like adorned with little literal bells and like tiny snail shells, like that have been beaded together on like a little string around the top. The liquid itself is a acid, bright, vibrant neon green. And
Okay.
5-hour energy.
I am going to whisper to you what I would like you to put in your inventory.
It either actually is like 5-hour energy or it's like the acid that can burn through literally anything. Please don't drop this.
Um,
I'm gonna give it a little shake just in case to see if it fizzes.
it does fizz. It does fizz.
Let's drop baking soda in it.
I might hang on to that.
And BB, you are actually handed so I'm gonna be real. The module doesn't have a visual description for this, so it's a magic wand. Clary, what is it? What does it look like? What does the magic wand physically look like that is handed to BB?
It's gotta be a snail. Like I imagine it's literally it's like a pretty like plain looking like wooden like handle to it, and then instead of just like kind of whittling down to a finer point or like having a kind of like ornate top on it, instead it's just like a little snail shell.
I love it. I love it. And I will whisper to you what it does.
Fantastic, thank you.
Ooh.
It's a very silly item. But yeah, that entire process does in fact take quite a long time. And in this moment, as the two of you collect yourself and collect your prize, we're going to pause here. We're going to take a little break. And then we're going to jump back to our dragonfly friends. And we are going to soar above the clouds.
Come fly with me, let's fly away.
Let's fly away.
But yeah, break time, y'all.
Break time.
All right. I will continue to do exactly what I have been doing, which is hanging out here quietly.
You can actually hang out here loudly if you would like. You do not have to be
Well,
quiet.
Well, I needed to be quiet before. There were snails racing.
Oh, absolutely. But now we're on the break,
can't
which
interrupt
means that you don't
snails.
have to be quiet.
I just want everyone to know that every second that my mic like wasn't on during the snail race, I was like raucously cheering. Like I was screaming at my monitor.
Amazing.
I was cackling, I gotta admit.
I'm gonna grab
That
water,
would've-
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
It was very disruptive.
Very disruptive. I really hope you enjoyed that snail race.
Oh, yes.
I do not mind just sharing a little bit. So there were the way that this worked mechanically was very fun. Everyone obviously had to make or break the DC, but there was also the thing of like if you failed the DC, something could happen. And I got to roll to see what would happen.
Ooh.
Yes.
That's
So-
always fun. Randomly
so-
generated chaos.
Ooh.
Right. So I'm reading through the options and I'm like, okay, actually, like with the amount of nat ones I'm rolling in this final round, it truly was the thing of like, I'm looking at this, like this last round, I'm looking at these numbers and I'm like, I'm going to be so real. I'm going to take the reins here. This is going to turn into like a massive race car crash is what that's going to be. How we doing, chat? How is chat doing?
Good evening,
Good
Chad. I
chat.
can't read you, but I love you anyway.
Somehow this will destroy a portion of the ecosystem. I mean,
These snails are professionals.
they are professionals.
They treat the sport with dignity.
Is this what it feels like to be a NASCAR fan? That's a joke. For all intents and purposes, that is a joke. I do really like the idea. There is actual art in the module of like what these snails look like, and they do actually have like markings and graffiti on the shells. It's very good.
That's fantastic.
Really cute. Hell.
Like, I can't help picturing the ones from Neverending Story because to me that's just the archetypal racing snail. I like the idea of racing snails anyway. Almost makes me wish I didn't take the dragonfly.
Well, and I find it very interesting. It truly is some Feywild shit. The fact that snails are going at a breakneck pace of 80 feet per round, which, like, by the way, if you want to have like a comparison of like speed for those who are not familiar mechanically, a war horse is 60 feet per round, and a normal horse is 40 feet per round.
Well, that's great. That means that the snail races are over faster than horse races.
Right.
So everyone can get on with their business.
But like, if you need to visualize it, like think about a horse, right? Think about a real life horse. That snail is going faster than that horse.
Wait, hold on. I'm still thinking about the horse. Hang on. Okay, we're good now.
I'm
picture
imagining
snail.
like do you think in the Sword Coast, since we have like Uma Musume for horses, do they have like a snail version?
Hold on.
What did I just walk in on? I heard Uma Musume, but for snails.
Well, yeah, because we just did this snail racing, so I figure they've got to have like, you know, Sword Coast Gotcha, where it's like they turn the snails into snail girls instead of horse girls, you know?
Valid.
I only know one of the horses, and that's the one that kicks you in the face.
Oh yeah.
So I want that to
Yes,
be my
Gold
snail.
Ship.
I want that to be my snail.
Because the husband is listening, he's watching the stream too. He sent me a link to a YouTube video, and it is literally just the Mario 64 sliding race theme.
Yes.
And I had a thought like, oh, that'd be fun to just like play that in the background. Yeah, no, you're right, Vaughn. I'm looking at the chat too. There's a waifu for everything. Everything.
It's literally like date everything. Like they literally made a game where it's like, hey, there is a waifu for literally everything in this house.
When they do things like make the ceiling hot. I don't know. I don't know how they managed it, but they did.
It was kind of crazy. It was kind of insane for me to like go to the bed to like end the day, and then I was like, whoa, the bed is really hot.
It's one of those games where I feel like I would start playing and then I would just be overwhelmed by choice paralysis. Like, I don't know.
No, same. My problem is that I would also be going on like the wiki trying to, because I'm not bad about spoilers at all. I would be on the wiki looking up how to best get this particular character's route to the best ending.
Well,
See,
they did like an evil thing for the game too, where there's like you can either date the object, you can friend zone the object, or you can like have like a hate relationship with them. So
oh,
like my
interesting.
brain immediately got paralyzed because I was like, which ones am I supposed to like be like kind of funny rivals with, and which ones am I supposed to like, and which one I don't know. I can't decide. I can't do this game. Too many decisions.
There's also my own problem is that every time I play a dating game, I have to go through until I've exhausted all the possibilities. If I were to do that with that game, I would be playing until I was 147 years old.
It would take so long.
It would take
Mhm.
so long.
And this is why we don't speedrun this game. Strats? What's strats? Can't.
I just need you all to know I'm gonna be thinking way too long about the what if there were snail girls in the Sword Coast thing now. Like I don't draw often, but I may like either ask a friend to or draw like what I think my snail was named Wizzy, what Wizzy would look like.
Yeah. Hey, Artemis. Hey, Kenny.
Have to start doing some editing. Just find one of the I always get it wrong. Uma Musume.
You got it.
Okay, thank you. Take one of those horse girls and just start altering things to be snail. Now the whole thing is, do you want her eyes to be at the ends of the eye stalks or no?
That was
Yes,
as
that
soon
would
as
be-
you said taking one and altering them, I did like immediately envision I had nightmares about this episode, the episode of SpongeBob where they turn into snails at the end.
Oh, the were snail episode?
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
I was terrifying.
Horrifying.
What in the Jinji
They-
Ito did I just walk into?
Snails.
We're talking
SpongeBob
about the
episode.
the were snail episode from SpongeBob.
I have never watched
Babies.
a SpongeBob before in my life, so I have no context for this.
Baby's
It might be
first
that might
body
be a fun one
horror.
to start with.
Oh dear.
You're trying to scare them?
Well, that's really sort of like a make or break moment. It's like you don't want to just ease them in with like the easy stuff, like the employee manual for the Krusty Krab or whatever. No, you want to like just go in with the weirdest stuff you could think of, and then like, okay, and if you can handle that, you can handle the whole rest of the series.
It's sink or
Fair
swim.
point.
That is pretty true.
He's a kid. You're not going to talk at the camera now? You're not going to talk on stream?
Well, are we all here? Is everyone here? Is everyone back?
I have returned with pretzel,
Amazing.
Oh, what kind of pretzel?
Coffee and pretzel.
a soft Wawa pretzel.
Oh, yeah.
I'm so jealous. I just took a roller coaster of being so jealous and then realizing I'm gonna be back on the East Coast soon and I can go to Wawa and I got
You can go
so
to Wawa.
excited.
Yes.
Okay, so now,
Oh.
as the Midwesterner, but somebody who knows enough folks that live out east, I have to ask, Wawas or Sheets?
We don't have sheets. Not where I'm at.
You don't have Sheets? Is that just a Pennsylvania
No.
thing?
Sheets
think
is
so.
a Pennsylvania to like northern Maryland / certain parts of Virginia thing.
So
Okay, because I've
I
only
regret
heard
to
the...
inform you. I regret to inform you. It has moved out towards the Midwest.
Oh shit!
Wait, really?
So
It has.
before,
We're traveling.
before I left Ohio, like literally within a couple months before I left and I moved away, We had a Sheets literally get built not even 2 blocks away from my mom's house.
Wow.
See,
Okay, you
out
know
here,
what? All right.
see, the thing is, out here, the question is, Casey's or Come and Go, or in this case now, because Come and Go got bought by, I think, like Maverick or something like that. It's now Casey's or Maverick.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
out here we got it's Wawa, Quick Check, or 7-Eleven, and a lot of the Quick Checks are closing.
Ooh.
So one of my other DMs, we have this ongoing battle about this. It's a fun one though, and I'm petty. I am a Wawa girl, but I also acknowledge that I think Sheets has a better food menu as a whole for variety. But I'm a
Valid.
Wawa girl. Like
Can you
I
get
have
pork
jumped
roll, egg,
off
and
of a
cheese?
pork roll, egg and cheese. Probably not, but I also can't get that at Sheets where I am.
So,
Ugh.
I love you all. I do have to rein us back in.
Absolutely.
We still got
Yeah.
quite a bit of time left, and it is almost 10 p.m. Eastern. So,
Let's
let
go.
us get
It's okay.
back
I'm already in
into
bed.
Well,
I'm not going anywhere anyway. I now have a cat that now has decided that she likes laps.
I am already in my jammies. We're fine.
But bringing us back in, we resume now in the air. I would love nothing more than for my 3 in the air to roll me perception checks.
All right.
Okay. Gotcha. Oh.
Nope, that's a wisdom check. Sorry. I promise I'm not hitting things intentionally. There it goes.
that's a 15 for Arlo.
That's an 11 for me.
So, on an I'm gonna ask this. Zenki, you are, I feel like, enraptured by the sights, perhaps. What is it that is distracting Zenki in this moment?
I don't think he's enraptured by the sights. I think he's enraptured by the feeling of trying not to lose his stomach.
Oh, yeah?
Aw.
Okay.
Yeah. He is enjoying it up there visually, but his mind is occupied because he doesn't have the best constitution. Like he was worried he was over. He thought he was over it. He's not.
Yeah, go ahead and roll me a Constitution saving throw.
Okay, let me find that.
Oh, poor thing.
Oh baby, no.
My good friend. On a
Mhm.
9, how we feeling? If the
Somebody
base DC is just a flat 10 and you rolled a 9, how
Oh,
is
no.
Zenki feeling?
Oh, no.
Somebody put me out of me misery.
Better out
Someone
than
knock me out. Can either you two up ahead knock me out? I can't. I can't be up here. He's pointing at Arlo. Please, somebody. I can't take. I'm good. Yeah, he's hanging in there though.
He's actively dying, it's fine.
Yeah.
And I think to play into that, Cardamom, like, you are able to, like, look at things down below. I feel like you might, correct me if I'm wrong, you might be marginally distracted by the dry heaving behind you.
A little bit, yes. But she's not going to let it bother her so entirely so much. She's used to hearing unusual noises.
Amazing.
Just part of the work. Yeah, well, you know how it is. It's like, you know, you set up shop wherever you can, and sometimes where you set up shop is next to a bar,
Mhm.
and sometimes people go out in the alleyway and they just, you know, they drop off the beer that they rented,
Yeah.
and you know they go back in, and you just have to deal with that. So anyway,
So,
she's also thrilled right now because it's her first time in the air ever. So there's a lot of excitement for that as well. So she's trying to look out for people that are moving unusually, or bed sheets. But she's also a little distracted.
Well, and I would say that like so the way that I would think about it. Have you ever been on those rides that like are quite literally like you get into like a little carriage or like a like those train rides or the rides that will like little fake airplanes that'll just or
Yep.
almost like a ski lift kind of taking you around the park. So this
Yeah.
is a bit higher than that, right? This is a bit higher up. Not too terribly high, but a bit higher up. And so one of the things that really catches your eye, I think, Cardamom, on an 11 is not even just like how high up you are. It's the fact that everybody looks so small. They look so small from up here. And this, like, to your point about like, oh, I don't think I would be able to see bed sheets. Man, there's so much color, bright from the bright colors of what everybody is, wearing, right? And you know, like the genuine like lanterns, the multicolored lanterns, kind of like what you see on the overlay, right? Just
Yeah.
all over the place, little flags, all of the tents, and the way that you kind of you start off, I would say you're over the lake as well in this moment, so there's a bit of fog. And you see a couple of different things that immediately catch your eye. For one, the gondola swans, they truly are giant swans. They are
Wow.
living giant swans. That immediately catches your eye. And
So they're not just
Arlo,
swan boats.
yes, quite literally. And Arlo, of course, you see this as well, and I'll get to what you see in a minute here too.
Okay.
But one of the other things that you notice is the mermaid in the Silver Song Lake seems to be putting on a performance. And you don't get to see too much of it from this vantage point, but you do see what appears to be some literal waterworks, like waves and splashing as she seems to put on this very, from what little you can see, from this very like splashing performance as she flips in the air and she waves her and hits her fins against the water. It's a very, very cool sight.
I'm going to be waving at her. I know she can't see me, but I'm waving anyway.
In this
Just very
moment,
excited.
yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's very exciting. Has Cardamom ever seen a mermaid before? No. This is the first
No.
time. Yeah. Arlo. Something that's very interesting in this moment that you notice.
Oh.
Because you, if I have, yeah, you have a 15. You notice
Yes.
for the first time a bit of a shady figure. You see what appears to be a Kenku. With actual wings, the fairy wings on its back, right? You see this Kenku kind of looking about before kind of sneaking. You lose sight of them pretty quickly, but sneaking off somewhere else in the carnival.
Question.
Mm-hmm.
What's a kenku?
I'm a Kenku.
Bird
Thank you.
person.
Okay, thank you.
Yep.
I didn't know the name. Thank
You're
you.
good. Bird person.
Am I able? It's a 15, but I mean, am I able to catch maybe like the color of plumage, perhaps,
That's the
or
kicker. She's wearing a black cloak. So you see a black cloak and you see a black beak and you see bright, vibrant wings, and that's it.
And it's the vibrant wings like the rest of us have.
Yup. Bright. I think, let me double check. I do have eventually you'll see a picture. I do have a picture. Let me I want to make sure that I give you the correct information.
No worries. No worries. I am also writing things down as we go.
Okay, yes. Oh, not a black cloak. I'm so sorry. It's a
No
blue
worries.
cloak. It is a blue cloak. Black plumage. You do see plumage. Black plumage, black beak, blue cloak, and you see spotted wings.
Huh. Let's see. So black beak, blue cloak, black plumage, and spotted carnival wings.
Mm-hmm.
From the short time that we've been in the carnival this day, have spotted wings been a prominent feature on any other guest, or is this the first time that we've kind of noticed? I've noticed them.
One of the things that you've noticed is everybody has unique, different wings. So, like for example, I'll re-put up the art for you. But if you remember Northwind, right?
Right.
Had little circles. But it looks
Okay.
more like a decoration rather than just like spots, like someone's got spotted wings, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like everybody has different wings, but in this case you've never seen white with brown spots.
Okay. White with brown. Got it.
In this moment.
So.
Sorry?
Oh, whoops, sorry.
No, you
Oh,
go
no,
first.
go ahead, go ahead.
Nope, you go first.
Since it's just us on this one dragonfly, Cardamom, and Zenki would probably hear, "Hey, you guys see that down there? Looks like a kinku in a blue cloak."
Which direction?
That's a good question, God. Which direction?
God.
Moving away from where you started out, like the area, so I'm gonna ping it on the map.
Okay, let me make sure the picture is. Ah!
So like here,
So
right?
basically moving away from the dragonfly rides?
Right. And then as you pass over in here, moving away from the gondola swans, like into this sort of area.
Okay. Wow, they got over there quick.
It did.
It looked like they were moving from the, like, where we started over here with the dragon rides, and kind of lost sight of them for a moment, but then I saw them a little to, I guess, the right of the big top.
Huh.
Oh.
You think maybe they work here?
It's possible, but with how they were moving, it kind of gave the vibe of they're moving like they didn't want to be seen. And, well, most of us, for the most part, when we're working, would want to be seen. What? Zinky, you okay back there?
Yeah. Huh? Oh, yeah. Yes, I'm okay. What's happening?
Arlo's gonna, like, for flavor, just try to dig around in a pouch for, like, an empty paper bag or something. And just pass that backwards. Don't worry about it. I'll fill you back in later. I could tell
Yeah.
you're trying to stomach a few other things. But
Yeah.
just goes back to trying to explain it to Karma.
Thank you.
hang on a moment.
Oh, wait, go ahead, go ahead.
I want like what would there's always a possibility that because you know how certain types of middle-aged women always have something on them.
I mean, it's true.
So I want to see if we dig far enough in Cardamom's pockets, will she have ginger candies?
Yes,
Let me-
Auntie Go.
Let me see what you got in here. So I don't think ginger candies is going to be something you find, but I want to double check. Yeah, you got one of these. Hold on. So
Unless you spotted some when you caught the kid earlier.
That just got stuck to my shirt or something.
yeah, you don't have candy. You do, however, have if you're looking for like a quote unquote you were mentioning a bag, you have like, this is gonna sound very silly, but like you do have a mess kit. You do also have a water skin. You have a lot of jerky, nuts, things like that.
I don't think those are going to help very much. I think I'm just going to offer the water skin. Like, take a couple sips slowly. Do not backwash.
Okay. Thank you. Oh God.
And
Yeah, I'm gonna take a sip and I'm just gonna shut my eyes rest wide.
yeah, absolutely. So with that, I can still ask you to roll me a perception check. It's just gonna be with disadvantage because it's gonna be hearing based. How about the three of you roll me another round of perception checks?
Sure.
Oh boy.
Okay.
This feels appropriate. No. This feels. Sometimes the dice tell a story.
Yeah.
What is
Zinky's perceiving that paper bag.
What does a natural one look like, Zenki? A critical failure.
Yeah, it probably looks more like him. Like he's just on the verge of like he's lost in his own sauce. That's the best way I can describe it. He's not paying attention to what he's hearing. The thrum of the dragonfly wings are pretty much daunting on his little tiny ear holes. He hears the two in front. You can hear them, but they're just enough over the weird the hum of the dragonfly wings. Other than that, he's just like there. He's just laying there trying to tone everything out, but he can't hear nothing. He's got a grin on his beak from the earlier situation with the squirrel, but he is not happy despite everything. He's laughing between dry heaving, but he's just like checked out. Checked out.
Absolutely. Zai, I see that in chat. That's cursed. That's really cursed.
I'm not going to go over
Really
chat.
cursed.
So it's so net. It is it's an emote, a moving animated emote of a dog doing the pop, the
Like
Right.
opening
Oh.
its mouth wide.
yeah,
like, bark,
yeah,
bark,
like
bark.
opening and closing its mouth.
Yeah.
Immediately right next to it is a rainbow splatter
Yay!
emoji, and the comment next to it is 4K backseat point of view.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Zai,
It's about to be.
Zai,
Yes.
Zai.
Yes.
Ah!
Some people are visual learners.
You did a good job. I'm very proud of you.
Smashing emotes together like little paper dolls.
I have a gift and I must use it.
So that's what's happening behind y'all.
On a 19 and a 22 perception, there's a couple things y'all notice as you come into the second section of the carnival, which I'm going to highlight for you real quick. So you're passing over the big top in the staff area, moving over towards the snail racing. And this is very fun. This is very fun. First and foremost, one of the things you notice in the staff area, right? You notice in the staff area, a bunch of wagons, right? You see a bunch of wagons. You see, not a lot of people currently back there, but what you do see, I gotta see if I have art for this guy. I should have art for this guy. I might not have art for this guy. I do have art for this guy. You managed to catch sight a single person. I'll show you art of, again, this will be a case of like, I'll show you art of this person later fully. When you, like, it's not gonna be an if, it's gonna be a when, let's be real. But like, you see what appears to be a larger fella blowing bubbles, you see, from what you can see is to be a very vibrant pipe. He is adorned in vibrant blues and greens, like a full-on doublet with like poofy sleeves and a big poofy green hat with like golden appliques and details like all over the place, and these giant golden butterfly wings. And he just seems to be like lounging back there, like arms like crossed against smoking. Oh, it's not really smoking, blowing, like you really laser in. This guy's like blowing bubbles. And he just seems to be like, you know, older middle-aged guy, grumpy, that's just lurking in a space.
He would possibly be wearing a "Get Off My Lawn" sort of t-shirt.
Except he's not old enough. Like, the thing is, like, yeah, he's older. He's, like, middle-aged. He's not that old, but, like, he is the kind of guy that would wear, like, a crappy t-shirt like that. Absolutely. That is definitely the energy. So that's something that you actually spot in the set of wagons behind the big top over here. And then you both...
All right.
And then you both notice, as if it were fate, as the half an hour passes of the snail racing, you watch the collision. The ending race collision from above, from a bird's eye view.
Well,
Certainly hate to be anybody in that race right then.
Yeah, that was quite the sight. Also, I didn't even know that the snails could get that
Looks at the dragonfly.
Honestly, what am I saying? They definitely could. Definitely. Huh. I wouldn't have expected the races to be that entertaining, but I mean, who knew?
Guess that wasn't your line of work, huh?
Nah, I was often probably not necessarily always in the big top, but not too far away from it. A lot of ventriloquist work, you know?
Yeah, I get it. I get it.
And thus, we come to our final perception checks. Again, Zenki, you're fucking dying, Squirtle. I'm gonna need that with disadvantage, homie.
Oh no.
oh god, my poor boy, my poor boy. Let's see. He actually snapped out of it a little.
Whoa!
Let's go!
Kicking in. I think the wire's kicking in.
Second wave.
21.
21.
Dang, you are rolling so good tonight.
Thank goodness.
A 12 and a 17. On a 12, Zenki, you're having a moment. A second wind. The tummy has stopped gurgling for just a moment.
Thank God.
Do you peer over the edge, my good friend? Do you peer
I'm
over the
nervous
edge?
too, but I am going to peer over the edge, yes.
Yeah. You peer over the edge, and on a 12, one of the things that catches your eye, this teapot over here, is actually like blowing out bubbles. And something that catches your eye is you see as it blows up this big bubble and it releases it into the air, you notice there's a person inside.
Oh,
What? I'm, okay, I'm seeing things, right? There's nobody in that bubble, right?
no,
Uh,
I am pretty sure there's
yeah.
someone in there.
Oh
Yeah,
God.
that. I think that's supposed to be like a bubble ride of sorts. Yeah, that's definitely someone in there.
I don't remember. I can't be bothered to remember right now.
That you're doing great. Don't worry, it's fine. You're doing great.
God. Oh God. Do you remember us having one of those back then?
So,
Bubble pop.
interestingly, it's in this moment, Zenki, where in your moment of clarity, you remember a much younger Zenki. You remember a Zenki first learning how to play sitting on a on like a box outside with this big teapot behind you, and for just a moment you have a flash of a memory of trying to learn like a 4-chord song on your own for the first time. And it is in this moment where you do very distinctly remember this specific ride, this specific location.
Oh. Wait, scratch that. I remember this place. Yeah. Uh, trying to recount. I don't think we're supposed to be in the bubbles. We're not supposed to be in the bubbles, yeah?
I mean, while we're not exactly in them at the moment, we're probably high enough to avoid popping them. I hope.
You get the sense that the dragonfly knows how to avoid. And if you remember 21 on that animal handling, the dragonfly seems perfectly content and calm following its giant loop
Ah,
without
okay.
any sort of collision.
Fair
Because I
enough.
thought I messed up my animal handling, so I was like, oh.
You're right, but Zenki, despite having the worst tummy upsetty, has firm hold of the reins.
Thank you for saving us.
Yeah, no problem. He just weakly holds up the thumbs up. I want you to imagine like him doing that, but like the color was flushed off a little bit of his plumage, so he looks like instead of that nice, vibrant green and azure, it's just like almost like palish or muddy.
Is he
It's just
molting at
muted
all?
Technicolor.
Is he molting at all?
A bit, yeah. There's some
Yeah.
feathers popping off of.
There's like I have to imagine like from down below, right? There's got to be some type of like rando in the crowd that just like has a feather fall on their head and they're like, "Oh."
Aw.
And then they immediately are followed by the worst day of their life.
One of
But
those feathers happens to be his fucking tail. Pardon my language, sorry.
No, you're
Aw.
but on a 21 and a 17, so on a 17, we'll start with Cardamom. On a 17, something else catches your eye as you go along this last stretch. The first thing that your little eyes see, you don't actually, I'm so sorry, see here, is the rickety
Yeah.
sound just like you can hear in this audio playing in the background, the rickety sound of wood and wheels spinning, turning on wood. As your attention is grabbed and you realize the mystery mine is in fact a fully functional wooden roller coaster.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh. Mm.
Adult me is in.
You hear the screams just like in the track behind us, and it makes sense now. It makes sense if anyone was wondering why this specific audio track, did you hear the yelling and the screaming and the sounds of coaster rides in the background this entire time? The answer is yes. And they're
Yeah.
coming from this specific ride. They're coming from this specific ride. Slightly
I'd imagine.
Sorry?
Oh, no, I was just making a mental note. Just the wood coaster. Probably the screams are coming from kids trying to keep their glasses on. I remember
Yep.
having to do that myself.
Yep. Yep. And on a 21, a little bit more focused, Arlo. In the crowd, you notice another figure, but this one's different. You see a very small, almost childlike individual. And the thing that catches your attention first, there are no wings. There are no butterfly wings on this person. And you see them almost with a hop and a skip, weaving their way through the crowd. And you remember, in this moment, and we're here for the record, we're about right here in this section, right in here, right? You remember,
Okay.
only people who are supposed to be in the carnival are supposed to be in the carnival, right? And how can you identify them? With the wings.
Mm-hmm.
This little girl doesn't have any butterfly wings at all. And no, they don't seem to be shady in the sense of like snooping around or whatever. They, like I said, she seems to be doing a hop and a skip. And no one seems to notice her except in this moment, you.
Arlo is going to try to do their best to like track this girl's movement for the remainder of this ride, but also is going to point this girl out to Cardamom and Zinky.
Guys, see that little girl down there? Kind of like almost near the ticket booth where we walked in at. Notice
Over
she
by
ain't
the
got no
entrance?
wings.
What?
Yeah,
I took it over any wings. They didn't let me in without any wings.
They shouldn't.
exactly.
And to the best of her ability, she's going to try to keep an at least a general eye or an eye on the general direction of where this little girl goes, or this presumably little girl goes, until she can't see her anymore.
Yep. And you are able to do so only for a little bit, as again you see in this area. But then unfortunately the dragonfly continues, and over the ticket booth you go, over the lost property you go, around the carousel and back over to the lily pads where you were lowered. You were lowered. And eventually, the dragonfly, after hovering for just a moment, stops on a lily pad, its wings coming to a complete halt, the very loud droning and buzzing, the zzz, now no longer, completely still. And the three of you are free to get out of your harnesses.
Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. I'm done. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out.
See, now I could have done another 2 hours of that. That was fantastic.
No! What are you on about?
I'm not gonna continue to do it. I'm just saying, that if it happened to be a longer ride, I wouldn't have minded. Just don't die on me, please.
I won't.
'Cause I got to see a show next weekend. You know that.
Yes, yes. Uh, okay. Please get these harnesses off us out. You did good. You did good job. You did good. He's just gently patting the side of the dragonfly. But he's like, you did good. It's nothing against you. Oh my god, get me off.
And are you struggling, Zenki? Are you struggling right now?
He's squirming. Yes.
So
Aw.
you watch as your big treant friend walks over again. Hey there, friend. Looks like you're having a really bad time. Can I help you out of that harness?
Yes.
Does he just look pathetic? Is he just like splayed out?
He's wet cat mode now. Yes, he is.
and the north wind will unfasten your harness, removing the leather bounds. There you go, friend.
Thank you. He's just gonna very cautiously, yet very quickly, jump off of the dragonfly and go to around the nearest somewhere to probably if he needs to actually get something out of himself, he's gonna do it over there. He just wants to be out of the view.
Dex saving throw.
Dex it!
Oh no! Roll good,
Does
roll
he
good.
make it? Does he make it?
On a
Yay!
17, you stick the landing and you scamper over to the nearest trash bin.
Amazing.
I have a curious question.
The snail racing was we wouldn't have known this, but in game, we being Cardamom, Zinky, and I, but the snail racing was a half hour, right?
Yep.
Would our compatriots be waiting for us back at the Dragonfly rides?
You're asking the question that I'm about to ask as we pan ourselves back over to our snail racing crew. My question for you is, in your next 30 minutes, do you wish to do something else?
So there's all these different stalls kind of going on around everything. Beside like the lost property, I guess what would you call it? All these little mushroom cap looking stalls there. Are they just there for,
So,
I guess, to fill out everything, or is there like stuff to do along the?
Yeah, that's a great question. So the best way that I can describe it, right, is like your big points of interest are going to be everything that has a banner. There are a couple of additional stalls that are not marked on the map that have additional activities that you could do if you so wanted to. And I could run through very briefly the list of things available for you to do if that's something you would like. But otherwise, like your big, aside from like the snail racing specifically, right? A lot of your booths, right? You're either are going to be food booths or like I said, there's a small list of additional carnival games that don't take up a lot of time, but certainly take up a ticket punch that you could potentially do.
I'm up for spending a ticket punch. Yeah. Do you think they got skee ball?
So, we have your options are the Almirage Ring Toss, the Catch the Dragon by the Tail, the Gnome Poetry Contest, guess the number of feathers. Dare I say it? Goblin wrestling. And outstare the Cyclops.
Goblin wrestling. I wish I was there. Okay, bye.
Oh man, let's see. Actually, you know what? Oh, hang on. I'm going back and looking at my own stuff here. I would think someone like Cash might go for something like count the feathers or
Yep, count the feathers.
yeah, I'm gonna try and go for something like that.
Alrighty, catch. Count the feathers. Did you want to do catch the dragon tail or count the feathers?
See here. So I don't know why my I don't know if it'd be meta to ask, but are there are there different kinds of stats that these games kind of like prefer or
You are welcome to try by going up and seeing what they have to offer.
okay, I'm gonna first look at the that count the feathers.
Yeah. So you see, BB, are you going with Cash or is
Yeah, I think I'll go with Cash.
okay? The two of you approach a little stall. It is truly like a rickety little like wooden stall with a big sign with you've seen a lot of like very fancy like filigree fanciful. This is like chicken scratch, the way that the sign is written, and it reads guess the number of feathers in all capital letters on this wooden sign. And as you approach, you see a pen, like a pen, but it's like the size of an ostrich pen. It's not like a small pen. It's like an ostrich pen. I would love, actually, in this moment, for a nature check from both Cash and BB.
Let's see. Oh,
Oh!
oh, rip.
Oh no!
This makes so much sense. For some weird reason, I'm going to describe what you see. Cash, on a 20, I can tell you what this beast is. BB, you've never seen this before. What you see, I can only describe as a large rooster with dragon wings and a scaled tail that comes to a point, almost serpentine, with giant talons clawed out in front of it. And you watch as there are 5 of them pecking and kicking at the dirt below. Big plumes of colorful feathers meshed with what I can only describe to be scales and webbing. As one of them crows, a long serpentine tongue flicks out for just a moment.
Wait, is that a
Dinosaurs.
I was gonna say some kind of like cockatrice. Was it a cockatrice?
Yeah, that's a cockatrice. Good guess. Good guess.
Okay.
Yeah.
I keep getting like cockatrice and a basilisk mixed up. I have no
No.
idea why.
No, you had it, and I love the fact that like, yeah, you rolled a natural 20. You also just guessed what it is. Yeah, it's 5 cockatrices in this pen.
Yeah, BB looks at you before looking in there, and then looks at like the chicken scratch sign. And is like, I'm gonna give this one a little bit of space.
Step right up. Birds of a feather. How about feathers of a bird? Guess how many feathers is on this fiendish fowl? And you see one of them has been quite literally with a lasso rope around its neck, has been tied to a post, and you see this very interesting tiefling individual with like bubblegum pink skin, hair pulled up into a very coily bun, with a very frilly green dress. Step right up. You want to take a guess of how many feathers this devious fowl has on his body? You might just get a prize.
And it's just the one. We're not out and out all 5 of them, or
Not all 5 of them, just the one. But the way that this game is going to work, my good friends, you have, both of you have 2 guesses. I have a very real number on my sheet. You have 2 guesses. If you manage to guess my number, and I will give you the parameters. It's not going to be fully free. Yeah, I'm not that mean. But if you guess within 10, you're going to get the prize. Now, it does, like I say, cost a ticket punch to participate.
I think I'm still gonna do it. Yeah.
Okie dokie.
I'm gonna do it too. I'll get my ticket punched despite desperately not wanting to go anywhere near these things.
What does that look like for BB?
Like holding the ticket out away from his body and kind of just like standing like far back.
Yeah. Yeah. What about Cash? Like, what's Cash's reaction to seeing a cockatrice somehow tied down?
Kind of impressed and curious as to who roped them, when, and where they got this many.
Yeah.
This is all just kind of like things just kind of tumbling around in his head. He's probably not gonna actually like ask anything. Just kind of is already kind of like giving the one that's like tied to the post just the up down just to take a look at it.
All right, my good friends, above table, you gotta guess a number between 1 and 100. If you guess within 10, if you guess my number within 10, you will get the prize.
Can I start?
Yeah? You get 2
42.
guesses. What was your first one? I'm sorry, I missed it.
42.
42. Okay.
And I'm actually typing it up here in the Roll20 chat real quick.
Okay.
$65 and $32.
Of the 2, which would you like to lock in?
I'm gonna go with 65.
You're gonna go 65. Is 42 your final answer?
Yes.
My number, by rolled on a D100, is 49.
Oh, let's go!
There you go.
There are 49 pluckable plumes. You do get 2 prizes, BB.
Wow.
One is simply you get a cockatrice plume. You get 1 cockatrice feather. That is something you just get. You also get 1 cash. Go ahead and add that to your inventory. Oh my goodness. You are handed, BB. I've got to look at this real quick. Hold on. I gotta pull up the appendices here. I want to see if there's a picture. I want to see if there's a picture first before I start describing a thing.
You know, fair.
Yeah.
I was scared. At what I was being potentially handed.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't... Okay, yeah, it doesn't say... So, you were handed
what appears to be a pouch. It's just like a little pouch. It's got this very scale leather. It's very pretty. It's kind of got like the orange and the blue that you see on the cockatrice, right? And it's got this really cute bright red like yarn tie, right?
Mhm.
I'm going to type to you what's in it.
Okay.
Yeah. Whether or not you choose to disclose by the way, whether or not you choose to disclose these things, I leave up to you all. But I gotta double check. Okay. There you go.
Holy moly. Awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And in this moment, a good bit of time passes, and the two of you at this point make your. I'm assuming. Correct me if I'm wrong. The two of you make your way back to the dragonfly rides.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, as the two of you having raced your snails and had an encounter with cockatrices, you make your way back to the dragonfly rides, where you find Zenki not doing well. That's the first thing you see, unfortunately, is Zenki not doing well. But shortly after following out, and what does that look like, Arlo and Cardamom, as the two of you join Zenki outside of the dragonfly rides?
Well, Cardamom needs help getting down from the dragonfly, so she's probably going to have to ask Northwind to lift her down.
And he does so. He does so.
So they'll probably see Northwind, just very carefully very carefully and slowly removing their halfling buddy and slowly bringing her down to the ground. and
Absolutely.
she's grinning from ear to ear, by the way. She's had a wonderful time.
E.
And Arlo, seeing that Northwind is helping Cardamom, probably would have gone over. Well, first would have looked to see if her companions from earlier had returned yet, and if she didn't see them immediately, probably would have at the same time walked over towards Zenki to make sure that like their plumage or their hair isn't like falling into their face as they are unleashing the beast within, so to speak. But if Cassius and BB are walking in around that time, they probably would notice Arlo on occasion, like looking between Zenki and the entrance to the Dragonfly rides with like some sort of antsiness, like there's something they need to do.
Oh.
Hmm.
I gotta.
But that's where they'd catch her. Like basically trying to make sure Vomit was not in plumage and also eyeing the entrance of the rides.
Oh my god. I'm trying to move my. I have to move the character sheet, but it won't let me.
What's that?
Oh, I've got an issue with roll 20. It's not letting me.
Huh.
Some reason not letting me move my character sheet around. There we go.
Okay.
Okay.
But what is it you all do as you reconvene together?
Cash right away. It's gonna kind of use his tail to poke BB real quick and point towards Zenki and be like, see, that could have been, well, us. One of us, maybe.
But it's not. It's kind of
You,
funny
uh,
how it
you,
works out that way. You are the one who ended up with wings, and yet
I know. I know.
you, you,
Uh,
you're gonna be okay.
yeah. I am so glad at myself for suggesting this to begin with.
I personally can't thank you enough. I think it was a blast. I would definitely do that again. It was wonderful. We saw so much. Do you know that there's a roller coaster here? Did you guys know? Did you know? Did you know? The actual roller coaster here in this location. Actual roller coaster.
And the
Are you
bubble ride.
wanting? Are you
Oh,
wanting to
right, yeah.
check out the roller coaster?
It's a possibility. Maybe my laundry's there. And I definitely don't just want to ride it for fun. No, that would not be me.
Gonna have to have a real keen eye to keep an eye out for that laundry. We're gonna go that fast.
But
So,
it's actually there. Okay, you go ahead now. I'll shut up.
Well, mostly was going to say, while checking out the wooden roller coaster would be nice and all, more importantly, we definitely got a broader view of the carnival and some of its occupants.
That sounds kind of pointed. What I'll just see.
So Arlo's gonna lower her voice a little bit.
So, shortly after taking off, we saw what seemed to be another kinku within the carnival. Blue cloak, kind of moving all shifty, shady like they had something to hide. Saw them going from this general area, from like the dragonfly rides, eventually kind of approaching the lake. And then when last I saw them, like 15 minutes or so into the ride, they were closer to like the entrance that's near the big top. But then, shortly before the ride ended, there was a little girl just like skipping around. You'd expect that here. Happy kid, right? Only this one didn't have no wings.
It's gonna take him a second to remember. Like, wait, you gotta have a ticket, and the ticket gives you the wings. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I mean,
okay,
she
so we
was
gotta.
kind of close to the ticket booth, so I'm wondering if maybe she just got separated from her parents or something.
it's possible, but I mean, think of it this way. How quick did they essentially try to snap you up, Cardamom, to give you a ticket and get your wings?
Approximately 0.23 seconds.
Exactly. Um, she was like in that area a little to the left of the ticket booth. Um, Personally, could just be separated like you said, Cassius, so I kind of want to let them know at the ticket booth to keep an eye out for a lost child, possibly. Notice she didn't have any wings. But, uh, just something seems off. Usually, let's just say usually a fellow Witchlight hand would be a little bit, aware of what was going on and would want to make sure everyone had the wings. There's no way she just so happens to not have them because no one noticed.
Phoebe, I think, looks a little bit confused and is just kind of like, is I mean, is it not possible that she could have just kind of snuck onto the premises? This seems like a thing that a child would do. No.
Kids sneaking on the premise. It's only a matter of time until they get caught. But now
Exactly.
the
And
question is, how long have they been here? And
Exactly.
depending on how long, why haven't they got caught yet?
And I'll put it this way. While I'm obviously no kid, I can be a little mischievous of my own, and if I snuck onto a spot and didn't want to be found, I probably wouldn't be skipping through the crowd noticeably. That's
Well,
that's just
I
me.
mean, that
Yeah, that's a
depends.
pretty good point.
See, here's the thing: when you're trying to blend into a place, you want to try to move around like everybody else is moving around. See, the reason why you spotted that blue cloak gal so quick was because she was skulking around. But she's a little kid skipping and jumping and running just like all the rest of the kids. I mean, who's even to say she's even really a kid? We
And
don't know, but she sure as heck
therein
can disguise herself as one, right?
and therein lies my kind of concern. It's actually
And she like stops for a moment and tries to think. What would Saris, what would Arlo have to roll to try to like kind of recall usually how good her fellow witchlight hands were about, making sure everyone has what they're supposed to have, ticket, badge, whatever have you.
Oh, I'm gonna say in this case history check, but it's gonna be with disadvantage.
Okay, that's fair. Oh,
Oh
natural
dear.
one. She doesn't remember anything.
You remember that at least someone cared, but like I mean, that was not your responsibility, man.
Alrighty then.
Someone cared, but it wasn't you.
I mean, don't get me wrong. It wasn't my job to like pay attention to who all was running around consistently, but yeah, it just seems odd, that's all. Especially with how quick they noticed Cardamom, but to be fair, I guess Cardamom did run through the front door. Worst case scenario, still wouldn't hurt just to let someone at the ticket booth know that there's a possible child by themselves roaming around and they seem to not have wings.
Okay, and then you said, well, what did they look like outside of the not having wings? Just in case. I don't.
So
mm,
above game me is trying to remember, but I think Sarah,
It
she said
was
they had like black hair and like a grayish outfit or something like that.
I yeah, it's hard to tell from that
Okay.
height. I know where you're pulling that detailing from, but
Oh, yep, you're right.
it was hard to tell from that vantage point. Because the thing about it that's going to stick out to you is the lack of wings from that vantage point.
Right, bird's eye view.
I couldn't actually get a good look. The first thing that just kind of struck me as odd was that they didn't have wings,
Okay.
kind of top down and all.
Yeah, no, that's. Okay, so that's going to be the biggest thing to look out for.
And when you think about it, when all of you think about it in this moment, all of you have giant bright colorful wings. To spot somebody without it, sure, is kind of like spotting a needle in a haystack, but it would be very obvious if somebody was not wearing the wings. So it's not impossible by any stretch of the imagination, because even as you're looking around now, even with all of your passive perceptions, everybody is wearing wings. The Witchlight hands are wearing wings. Both Red and Northwind just now were wearing wings. The only one who didn't up to this point prior that you have seen was Tumblestrum. Other than that, everybody else wore wings.
Huh.
Squirrel with wings. Sorry.
I didn't even notice that about Tumblestrum.
Hmm.
Should I have
Actually,
noticed that?
yeah.
I probably should have noticed that.
It's one of those things that didn't really hit you until now. But, like, you definitely saw it.
It's the passing the ball around experiment with the the gorilla walking around in the background type of thing.
Mm-hmm.
Focused on one particular thing, you don't notice the little stuff going on in the background.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But with that in mind, with you all having an eye out for better idea of not only the carnival right now, but also with the idea in mind to keep heading towards the ticket booth, I think here is a great place for us with an idea in mind of where to go next and a bit of confusion still on the horizon. That is where we're going to call tonight's session.
Okay.
Woo!
All right.
Good shit.
Yeah.
So much fun.
Well, thank you all very, very much for playing. I really appreciate all of you being here tonight and playing some games with me. Why don't we go around the horn and introduce ourselves? Starting with, we're gonna go in reverse order this time, starting with Net.
Hi, I'm Net, and I'm Hamster Gal on Tumblr, which is not really where I do anything of much importance, but it's fun. I also do stuff for the Non-Productive Comedy Network, which you can find at non-productive.com. And you can find my stuff under the Geeks of Wrath section on there.
Yeah. Thank you, thank you. Next up, we got Zai.
Why, hello there. I'm Zyme. You can find me here and on Twitch and on Instagram at Zyme Site, and basically everywhere else at Zyme or Zyminess. Zyme.card.co, easiest way to find me. Yeah, there will be streams, hopefully Wednesday through Friday. And then every other Saturday, if I'm not here with these lovely beans, I'm over on Burnout Vaughn's channel for more Baldur's Gate 3 with the Saved by the Spell crew. It's been fun times. We might have died once.
Yay!
Maybe.
Well, thank you. And next up, we got Pepper.
Hello, I'm Pepper. You can find me over on Tumblr, Blue Sky, Twitch, YouTube, at the same screen name as usual, Pepper Chesser. I'm planning to eventually get back into streaming at some point, but if you're interested, you can take a peek at my art shenanigans. I was slowly building up on my Blue Sky. And yeah, I guess that's all I can bring to the table.
Yeah. Thank you so much for being here. Next up, we got Trinket.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, this is Trinket. You can find me. You probably won't see anything on my Twitch channel here. It's just the Trinket Witch. Otherwise, you can find me pretty much anywhere. You can just swing by my card. It's trinketwitchcreations.card.co. Otherwise, you can pretty much find me about how many different sites do I use anymore?
All of them.
All of them.
All of them.
All
At
the
least
things.
3.
Yeah.
I know at least I got 5 with varying degrees of usage.
Well, thank you as well for being here. And last but definitely not least, we got Punky.
Hello. I'm Punky. I have been a little bit nervous, biblioteca. You can find me at my Twitch channel, which is at punky_o_o. I have not really started streaming it, but you can still find me there. That will happen soon. I'm gonna have a debut date eventually. But until I do, you can find me here every other Saturday. You can find me on Burnout Vaughn's channel every other Sunday for shoots where we get up to some superhero shenanigans. You could find me on Amusing Thalia's channel every Monday, every so often. I haven't been in there recently just because I've been a little busy, but I do pop in there. And pretty soon you might be able to find me in a different place, maybe doing some Mario shenanigans. You can also find me on Blue Sky at Punky PUN-KI. I post there, I repost there, I have a lot of nonsense that I put on my timeline, but also you can find updates about me. And yeah, that's me. Thank you, everybody, for being such a wonderful crew. And thank you, Saris, for a wonderful session.
Yeah. Thank you
Yeah.
for being
Yes,
here.
thank you.
Yeah.
And that leaves me, I guess. You can find me over the internet at TiXDiXL. A lot of times I'm doing a lot, but like I said, next week is gonna be shorter on the stream side because after Thursday I'm straight up not gonna be in the state. But before then, as Punky said, you'll find me at the Amusing Thalia's channel on Mondays for stuff and things. Sometimes it changes. Not really sure what we're doing this week, but if we're on, I'll be there. Other than that, we're off. Friday through Sunday. I will not be here next week. But then we'll return the following Monday for our usually scheduled everything. Thank you all so much for being here. We should find somebody to raid, and we should come up with a raid message.
I have a suggestion for someone to raid into
Okay.
since she is doing a donathon right now.
Okay.
Kobold Factory.
Can you?
I put it in call chat.
Perfect. Thank you. Let me. Cool. Oh, it just straight up. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Nothing weird.
So raids are good things.
Yeah, so for your information, what we do, we raid into other folks' channels to give them a boost in viewership to help support the community and to help people find new channels to support.
That is very good.
Yeah, it's really good. We're
See,
gonna.
that's how out of the loop I am. Okay,
It's
I need
okay.
everybody. I need everybody to know I am as middle aged as my character. I don't know these things.
It's okay. So yeah, what should our
We're
raid
all
message?
learning.
Yeah, what should our raid message be?
Shoot.
Good morning, kittens.
42.
42. Yeah, let's do it. 42. That's going to be our raid
Go for
message,
it.
y'all. All right.
Go have fun. I'm going to bed.
We're heading out there. Go say hello to Kobold Factory. Remember the raid message is 42. Have a great rest of your night. Bye-bye.